Up all the other guys. We're gonna go live. Good morning. Welcome to episode 94. All you shredders, health shredders of the world, rejoice. Welcome back to the show. Good morning. I hope you all have had a good week. I hope you're ready to attack the weekend. I hope you're one step better today than you were yesterday. If not, let's go over some questions today to get you there. What we're gonna be talking about today, we got some good stuff. We're talking about sweet treats. We're talking about weight loss and drinking tea and getting the NEAT up as the weather turns on us, because the weather's looking pretty piss poor outside right now. So that's going to be something we got to manage here as the year rolls on. So welcome to the School of Shred. You know the deal. This is the show that's designed to help you shred your old and make better your new. All right, we do that, do a better body, a better mindset, creates a better life. Today we're going to be talking and taking on some questions from you all out there in Shred Nation. Go ahead and throw some fire in the comments. I'm going to switch it up on you. No flexing today. We don't want to flex today. Everybody else is flexing on Friday. We're going to throw fire. We're doing Fire Friday right now. So as you jump on, get yourself comfortable, pull up an easy chair or do some push-ups. That works too, and get your coffee out. We're about to whale into this thing. So this is the last show of the week. So we do these things every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and they are repurposed for the podcast app. You might be listening to this in your car in the future. Awesome. You also have Spotify that you can do the dang thing on. Instagram, I'm looking at you. We've had a tumultuous relationship here. I think I'm moving away from that slowly, but anyway. So good morning. Let's get into the first question here. First question we got today is, what is the best healthy sweet treat option you got? This one was funny because I got this on Instagram, and I felt like someone was coming at me like, hey, what do you got? What you got? What's the best sweet treat option you got? What's up, Michael? Michael, ask any questions you got, bro. But anyway, what's the best healthy sweet treat you got? So what do I got? Well, now I'm being put on the spot. I don't know. No, here, I got one for you. So I did this the other day. It was really good. So I took it was half a cup of, you could do a cup, but you're going to put these things in baking sheet tins, like muffin tins. So first thing that you got to do is get those little muffin things. So like the little cup tray things, little aluminum cup foil guys, and you can put those in a muffin tray. So that's going to be kind of like your mold for these treats that I'm about to give you. And what you do is you take some cacao, so just, straight up cacao chocolate chips or stevia chocolate chips. Now, this is the kind of thing that I don't do every day, because for me, it's not really about trying to, how should I say this? It's not really about trying to hack this stuff, like hack my meals and to make sweet treats all the time. I still treat healthy sweet treats like treats. I don't have them daily. When I'm making, say, if we make like healthy cookies, we got these really good low blood sugar cookies that we make. They're amazing. And they basically spike blood glucose about the same that a protein meal does. So pretty cool. But anyway, I am a big believer that even seeking the sweet flavor can cause some issues. It's going to make you seek out the sweet flavor more. So even if you're getting it from stevia, I think we should use it sparingly. And I'm very, very big on that one right there. So when I do these, I'm just saying, as a disclaimer, I'm not saying that you should do these all the time, even though they are good, healthy ingredients. But when you want something sweet, then go for it. But I still treat these treats like kind of a weekend thing, or every couple weeks. Like I said, I don't schedule them. But let's get into it. So you have these little muffin tin guys, those little aluminum foil dudes, or whatever they are. They kind of create the cups. And what I do is I'll melt half a cup of cacao nibs, or you can do a stevia flavored chocolate chip. So you can put it in a bowl and just heat it up in the microwave if you want to for a couple minutes, or you can do it in the pan. And then what you do is you mix in a couple tablespoons of peanut butter or almond butter. So I like to do almond butter in there sometimes, but sometimes I do peanut butter. Just peanuts and salt, folks. Stay away from all the crazy stuff that they put in these, all the sugary stuff. So peanuts and salt or almonds and salt. That's what's in my almond or peanut butter. So I mix a couple tablespoons of that, maybe 4 tablespoons of that in with half a cup of melted chocolate chips, like stevia flavored chocolate chips, not full head chocolate chips, not full sugar chocolate chips. And then you get this nice goopy chocolate mixture. And then what I do is I'll take some mixed nuts or some granola, or you can get like these keto clusters they're coconut and pumpkin seeds and whatnot. And I'll crush those guys up, and then I mix those in, and voila, what you do is you dump that mixture in these little cups and then freeze them for at least 15 minutes. Now, I just keep them in the freezer though. And then what you have is basically these, they're almost like a nougaty type, like peanut cluster. So a chocolate peanut cluster with all natural ingredients in it. I don't put protein powders in it because the ones that I did recently, the reason I didn't do it is because I've been doing more keto. So I don't want to have too much protein because it can kick you out of the real keto. But you could do that certainly if you wanted to. You could mix in a scoop of your favorite protein powder in with your mixture. The only thing is if I'm going to do a protein powder, I'm going to make sure if I'm prioritizing protein in a meal, I'm going to make sure I get at least 30 grams of protein, or I'm not going to waste the time on it, because it's not enough to trigger muscle protein synthesis. So that's why if I'm not going to do several scoops of it, I'm just not even going to worry about it. So anyway, so that's what we got for best sweet treat options. That was something new that I just did. And then, there's also the protein pudding that I've done in the past, and I've talked about this one. So you take like half a cup of whipping cream with a couple scoops of your favorite protein, again, a good high quality protein, mix it in, and then you can also do peanut butter in there if you want to. I like to shave off a little bit of coconut butter on top, and then bee pollen. I put bee pollen in there. That's a good food. It's got lots of B vitamins in it. And then I'll do some Manuka honey in there, or maybe some berries. That's a good sweet option. And let me see, what else do we got here? Great sweet option is just like apples and almond butter as well. So, or bananas and peanut butter. I like those mixtures. Specifically, I like those mixtures. Apples and almond butter, or bananas and peanut butter. Okay, so you got some good options there. All right, rolling on. Question number 2. What do we got? All right. We have, it reads, my goal is weight loss and I drink tea. Awesome. That is great. Is that okay? And does it count for my daily water intake? That's fine. I think I actually answered this one a couple weeks ago, or in one way or another. Or maybe that was in the school I read. So anyway, my goal is weight loss and I drink tea. Is that okay? Or does it count? And does it count as my water intake? Yes, it does count. That's totally cool. If your goal is weight loss, there's nothing wrong with tea, depending on what type of tea it is. Is it sugar tea? Or is it just tea bags? Is it just regular tea or herbal tea? Those guys are great. Drink away on those. You're getting water in. Yeah, it totally counts. Having water in the form of tea is fine. But there is a difference. There is a difference between like a tea bag that you get hot water and you dunk it and all that, and then like a Lipton, like a sweet tea that's got 50 grams of sugar in it. So we have to be very careful here about what kind of tea we're talking about. What kind of tea are we talking about? Are you talking about, like, I shouldn't even say brands, I guess, but are you talking about some of that stuff that you can buy that's cold and brisky, like with all the sugar in it? Are you talking about just regular good old fashioned tea? Because I love good old fashioned tea. That's good stuff. And we have kombucha out there. Yeah, we got dudes cheering for kombucha right now, which is another good form of tea. Good bacteria for you if your gut is in good shape and can handle that. That's a good one. But that is a little different, though. That's a little different. So kombucha, you still want to be careful of, because there's going to be sugar in that because of the fermentation process, and there's going to be extra calories in that. But when you're doing tea, if you're doing like like nighttime teas, chamomile teas, or like a green tea, those guys right there are calorie free. It's like having a cup of coffee. You just don't have the caffeine with it. It's not so much of a diuretic. So lots of good stuff in tea. So you should be trying those out. I encourage a lot of people to just test, because there's so many forms of tea. You can find something that you like. It was something I didn't do for a long time, but I actually use it as a reward system for navigating certain certain things, like whether it be me wanting to overeat or have another cup of coffee. I've started placing tea as this little reward for certain things to develop better habits. So I like tea, and it does get water in. So that's a good question. All right, so we are moving on to question 3. So we only got 3 questions this week, so this is going to be a short episode unless you guys start asking away. So go ahead and ask any questions. We can hang out for a little bit, but if not, we're going to be jumping off here. All right. So hold on, Michael. I'm reading your question now. So you have to get the plain teas, not sugary stuff. Are you asking that question, or is that what you're saying, Michael? On Facebook, Michael, my brother on Facebook. Yeah, you have to get plain teas like tea bags. But if you're doing even kombucha, if that was what you're stating right now, even original kombucha, because I've brewed it myself, it takes sugar to ferment. So you're still going to be getting some extra sugar left over. So that is the thing. Now, having a kombucha a day is perfectly reasonable, but it's different than talking about what regular tea bags are. So like if you're doing just a basic tea, it is a lot less calories. It's not going to spike insulin. It's not going to have sugar in it. So there is a bit of a difference there, but kombuchas are definitely can be a part of a healthy plan. Yeah, big fan. So the last question here, question 3, is options for steps or NEAT as the weather turns. So as the weather turns, yes, the weather turns. People don't want to get outside as much. The first thing that you can do is get a freaking umbrella and get out in the elements and enjoy it. I think that will really help seasonal affective disorder. If you get outside and, get in it. The body is meant to be out there. We're meant to be out in the muck, but you can also do some other things like you can do push-up blocks. You can do jumping jacks at home. If you have a spin bike at home, you can do that. And here's the thing. It's a great time to start doing chores around the house. Chores around the house is one of the ways that I get my non-exercise calories up. So when I go down, like I have a storage room, if I start organizing it, reorganizing it, that can get quite a few steps. I've gotten 5,000 steps just doing that for an hour and a half, reorganizing and putting shelves up and all that. So, which needs to be done here shortly again. So the great thing is if it's a really bad day, clean the house. Like, get the vacuum out, vacuum the house that you probably haven't vacuumed in several years. Kick the rats out, mop the floors, do your laundry, take pride in your home and you'll get the non-exercise calories up. That's a great thing to do. And then, you have walking. If it's cold out, get some gloves, get a umbrella, try to get out in it if you can, or, look at getting a spin bike for your home to where you can jump on that and, take your phone calls, check your emails. It doesn't have to be hard. If you have a bike at home, you don't have to do a high intensity interval training type cardio sprint every time you get on there. I recommend my clients a lot of the time just get on there and pedal lightly, not even enough really to break a sweat, but it's moving your body, it's getting your blood moving, because that's, even though you're on an exercise device, if you're going very light, it's kind of just like walking, right? It's not like trying to jog or sprint on a bike. So if you change the way that you look at these devices as they're just increasing your movement, it can help establish better habits where you don't have to be motivated to get on a bike if you're not worried about having to sweat and then shower and all that. Now, there's definitely a time and a place for that, and every day you should do that. But we're talking about non-exercise activity thermogenesis and trying to get all of that up, trying to get the steps up. And so that can be done by just lightly pedaling on a bike, knocking out some push-ups, every hour, just trying to get your body active, walking around your house, standing up. That can be good. So anyway, that is a good question right there. And, you got to clean your freaking house. You got to clean your house. That's the main one. Clean your house. Your house should be so pristine by the time spring comes. You should be able to eat your breakfast off of your kitchen floor. Okay. Maybe not. All right. So that's episode 94. And that's Q&A number 16. Good job, everybody. Good job this week. We're going to be back on Monday. So Monday at 9 a.m. we'll be back here. So with that, I want you guys to stay strong and healthy in body, stay relentless and energized in spirit, and stay determined in your pursuits, school. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday, 9 a.m. sharp. That's when class is back. Have a great weekend and be safe out there. All right. Bye-bye.